to a very special NBL Overtime presentation. Liam Santamaria, Corey Williams, Cam Luke in the house, and joined by LaVar Ball, who is back in Australia. LaVar, hello to you, welcome, and welcome back to our great country.
Hey, thank you guys. Thanks for inviting me. I'm glad I get to holler at you guys, and everything is going good.
Well, mate, what are you doing, man? Is this a holiday? Are you working? Tell us what you're up to.
Hey, chilling with me every day is a holiday. But anyways, I'm down here doing some camps, and we're doing the little things, just showing these little clinics and just looking at some new talent. And it's just a beautiful thing. The atmosphere is good. And like I said, having smiles on these kids' faces, it's a beautiful thing.
Man, we're raving. We are raving about the talent here in Australia. How do you see them right now? The kids you've seen the last couple of days in these clinics, how have you seen the talent here in Australia?
Yeah, some of these guys, man, just, I like to see the wide eyes, guys who want to learn a lot. And it's a little different style of things, especially the way I do it, and they're adapting to it very fine. So I'm seeing some guys with some talent. They just need some grooming.
So what's going on, big fella? How you doing, man?
Wait, what's good with you, man? How you been?
Everything is good. You already know. We are here vibing.
Right.
What's the goal for this trip with this talent that you're having a look at?
Well, the goal is to select, 8 players that I'll bring them down to the U.S. and play in a tournament and coach them a couple of weeks. The style that I train my boys at the facilities, the same thing. Just to, maybe give a kid who got some talent a platform to show his level of skills to make him move in a different direction, higher up on the playing scale. So I look at it like this, it's an opportunity. It's going to be, they understand it's a very selective group. So it's going to be a lot of talent out there, and you really got to shine to be that guy to be picked.
No doubt. And with what you've done with your 3 sons, proof's in the pudding. Right. What other parts of Australia are you going to go to? And are there any other countries in the Pacific you're going to visit on this trip?
Yes. On this trip, like I said, it's going to be a wide variety. We're going to go to Auckland, and we're going to go to Wellington. And then the next thing we head to New Zealand, and then we're going to head to the Philippines.
Nice. LaVar, what are you going to cuddle a koala or anything while you're in town?
Man, I ain't going to be cuddling no koalas or nothing like that. They got hands, too. I don't want to deal with that. I'm just looking for players.
I hear you, mate. I hear you.
Sound cuddly, to go to a zoo and a koala bear. But I seen them nails on there.
Yes,
I said, I don't want that with me.
You need to be careful. Watch out for those drop bears.
Yes.
Hey, LaVar, what about... We obviously hold LaMelo, close to our heart here in the NBL, having come through the Next Stars program. How have you enjoyed watching his first couple of years in the league?
Here's the thing, man. I enjoy watching my boys anytime, but I really can't enjoy him until he played with his brothers, because he can do so much more. And like I said, he can't do it by himself. My boys are good by themselves, but they're great together. And whenever they all get on the same team, the NBA got to change. It's going to be something crazy because they play too fast. You can't catch them.
And that was my next question. Obviously, Lonzo's going to miss the next season because of the surgery.
Right.
How's he feeling? How are you coping? How is he coping? What's going on with Jello? And how's your wife doing?
Hey, first of all, I got to show you much love for asking about my wife, Corey. A lot of people with these interviews and stuff, they don't care what's going on. But for you to deep down and say, yo, how's my wife doing? I appreciate that, man.
All good, bro.
But like I said, all my boys got to have surgery right now. Jello's ankle, Melo's ankle, and then Lonzo's knee. So guess what? They're all rehabbing at the same time. It's a great thing.
Right.
It's a great thing. And like I said, there's no where I feel bad. The ball boys recover good. And like I said, I'm not worried about this year right here. I'm worried about 24, 25 on the fact that's the opportunity for all of them to play on the same team.
Are they working on that now, LaVar, to end up together? Is it all sort of coming together? Is there this little plan you might be working in the background?
It's coming together, man. It's going to happen. On the fact that all the boys got to make the decision. When them contracts is up, hey, they're going to make the decision to play together because then they'll be together for the rest of their life playing in this league.
Is there a specific or particular team that you would like to see them play together at?
Of course. I made my boys for Cali.
Lakers.
I made them for Cali. You can understand that.
Fair
I didn't
enough.
make it for Chicago. I didn't make it for Charlotte. I made it for Cali. And let me tell you this. What they did to Lonzo, we ain't going back there. And it's only one team left in Cali.
Clippers.
There you go. New owner, new arena, new everything.
New
Now
everything.
it's the ball.
Now, LaVar, you used to be a big viewer of NBL Overtime. Do you still watch us, or have you given up and you're watching like Shaq and Chuck nowadays that your boys are in the NBA?
Say that one more time.
Do you still watch our show, or have you given up to and just watching Chuck and Shaq nowadays? You used to watch NBL Overtime religiously.
I watched your show before I watched Shaq and Chuck. I ain't watching them. I like you guys. I don't like them. I don't like you guys. I like y'all.
Good man. Hey, we appreciate you. Hey, LaVar, just back on LaMelo and his time here, right? He went from the NBL Rookie of the Year the next year. He's an all-star in year two. How do you feel like his time playing here in the NBL against grown men prepared him for that NBA jump?
Oh, he was prepared. It's good. It was better for you guys. He was already playing against grown men when he was 16. So you guys just fine-tuned it, where going overseas is a little better than college on the fact that Melo don't have to sit there and try to study for no chemistry test, and he ain't no chemist. He ain't got to study for no Spanish test.
Right.
He can sit there and strictly, if you that guy, it's better for you to go overseas because you don't have the distractions of going to a fraternity party or going to lunch with some people and hanging out on the off time and going to study hall. You just focusing on playing ball and understanding the game and becoming a professional.
My final question for you, looking back, after watching you and studying you, what you have done was remarkable, the way you marketed your children. And the whole world knew about your children, and you got them to the point where they needed to get to. The talent got them to the NBA. And from there, you got quiet. Was that a part of the plan? Like, market the kids, get the whole world emotionally attached to them, whether they wanted to see them fail or win. And once they got to where they needed to get to, you just fell back and got quiet. Was that the plan from the beginning?
No. Here's the thing. I never fell back. I ain't gonna fall back. Here's the thing. You had COVID. You had all this stuff. Everybody went through it. You can't travel like that no more. You can't go to the studios. You got to have a mask on. Can't go to no arena. So everybody got to do that. Plus, I got some other things I got to do. I got to tend to. So I can't just be focused on one thing. So we just getting started. We finna have a blast. We finna come out here with something major. And when y'all see it, the brand, that's why we still talking to me. I'm not just a father. I got a brand. So when you got a brand, you could just grow. That's the best thing you can have ever.
And it continues to grow, and as always, we appreciate one. We love seeing you back here in Australia and checking out some of these very talented young basketballers, giving them an opportunity to shine and continue to develop their game. And as always, we love you dropping by and having a chat to us here on NBL Overtime, man.
You guys are wonderful. Thank you.
LaVar Ball.
Have a good one.
On that note, hashtag NBL Overtime, always to give a shout out to LaVar Ball, and that is great to chat to him, isn't it, back? And of course, you know what he just did?
What did you do?
You know, he gave you the pitch for the next stars when you roll in as the GM to some of those kids who are thinking between college and coming to the NBL.